Next night, more than 300 people attended a meeting in Ryarsh last night to hear about proposals for a massive quarry that's set to be assigned to the area. Members from Kent County Council presented to residents, many of whom fear the proposals could ruin the village. If plans go ahead, the quarry will be in place for 30 years, mining 3.6 million tonnes of sand. Well, Councillor Mary McKinlay was at the meeting last night and joins us now. So thanks for coming in again to talk about the issue. So how did the meeting go?
It was very good. We had an awful lot of people who spoke. One of the things that worries you about having a meeting like that is that you get individuals who will stand up there and take all the time, but I think pretty much everyone had the opportunity to talk, and if they didn't manage to speak to us and to speak at the meeting, they know who to get in touch with. So it was successful. It was useful for them to understand, and I think although some of the messages from Kent County Council planning were quite hard to take, it was useful for everybody to have the chance to hear them, and they did a good job. We had Sharon Thompson, the head of planning, who was really very effective.
Because Kent County Council are in this difficult position of there being a shortage of material and then potentially needing to find somewhere to build a quarry, aren't they?
Well, that's one of the questions that we have to raise, and there was a degree of one of the questions they had to take away was how much of this do they really need, because the initial estimates were talking about 8 million tonnes, and then they're down, and now we're down to 2 million tonnes. Now it makes a lot of difference whether you have one quarry, two quarries, or even if there's any other way of doing it. There were questions raised about the possibility of using marine sand, because we've a lot of that. There were questions raised about the possibility of using different sorts of technology. So I think the people from KCC came to listen, and we gave them lots of things to think about. People were talking about the things they were passionate about, things they were worried about, their homes. There was a lot of concern about the health issues. If you have silica sand, and people are in contact with it for a long time, then there's a potential of silicosis, which is a real issue. So people from KCC went away with some things to do, to look at different ways of doing things and to actually make up their minds of what sort of precautions they were going to take for us.
I'm sure we'll be talking about that very soon. Thanks for coming in again.
It's a pleasure.